sewer lateral, that was the one I said, what is that? Yeah. Sure.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the City of Long Beach Community Redevelopment Agency meeting for Tuesday, September 9th. If you could, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item is the approval of the agenda.
So moved to approve CRA 2025-1, resolution to adopt the fiscal year 2025-26 CRA.
Sorry, just the agenda.
Oh, the budget, sorry, I moved right on. I'm sorry. So moved to adopt the agenda.
Hey, works for me.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, motion made by Mr. Merrill, second made by Mr. Walker. Any comments? None? Please vote.
Mr. Walker, did you do the second?
I did.
Did you click on it?
No.
Do I vote? Oh. All right, that does pass 5-0. All right, on to the next item. Public comments. Yeah, sorry, this is my first time, everybody. So all right, are there any public comments on the CRA that are not on the agenda? All right, seeing none, we will move on to the next agenda, which is the CRA Resolution 2017-1. I will not read the entire thing here. A resolution of the Community Redevelopment Agency Board of Commissioners of the City of Fort Walton Beach, Florida, adopting the budget for certain expenditures, expenses, and capital improvements for the Community Redevelopment Agency of the City of Fort Walton Beach, Florida, for the year beginning October 1st, 2025, and ending September 30, 2026, and providing an effective date. Tim Gibson.
All right, good evening. Tim Gibson, Growth Management Director for the city. This is in compliance with Section 189.0163 of the Florida statutes that it's a CRA and there's a CRA board versus the city council. That's why this budget for the CRA specifically has to be approved through a separate resolution. I know it was discussed at the previous meeting briefly in there. So this year's budget total is $3,140,986, which is an increase of $256,440 over what was in the 24-25 budget. This is a balanced budget, essentially the way the CRAs work in there, that any revenues that are coming in has to be carried on the budget, including items that they're really in the reserves and stuff like that we still have to carry those on the budget and everything. So that's why that full budget is on there. The budget is attached, and if there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
All right. Are there any questions from the council?
How much of that 3.14 is carryover?
So the officially in here. So for the we do have the revenues.
What are the revenues that we can deduct? I think I could.
Sorry, and that's what I was going for. If I can find them. They're on here. I'm sorry, give me a moment. They are. Can I phone a friend?
Sure, yeah.
Carol, they can come back.
One second. Well, I have to get on my computer.
Is it on the budget?
No, she took off the 26 because ClearGo's not working. I can go pull it real quick.
I mean, is
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe here it is in the financial
Oh
summary.
yeah, it's in the
Financial summary.
If you look on the agenda
Oh, there
item,
we go.
there is a,
Yep.
yeah.
on last meeting.
But you can go to the CRA backup on this one.
Okay, hold on.
It's on there, I just,
But it's not a presentation, isn't it?
it's just their whole budget, it'll show revenues.
On the presentation?
Yeah.
On the budget attachment.
On the budget attachment.
Budget attachment, that's.
It's in the CRA financials.
Yeah, CRA Financial, it's
You see it down
Says it
there?
right on
page,
there.
yeah. I see it now.
You see it?
Revenues versus, I can't see. I know, my eyes are bad too. There we go. Total revenues are $3,140,986.
So that's, you
And
said,
that's-
well, revenues are carryovers part of revenue?
Carryovers are expenditures. That's from the
Okay. Oh,
prior,
so
yeah,
you're
that's
right.
from the
So-
prior year budget.
And with it being balanced, then it's a different way to ask the question, I guess, then how much of the 3.14 in revenue, which has to be met by expenses of the same amount, how much of those expenses are carryovers? And it's probably here, let me look.
Those are all fiscal year '26 expenses. The carryovers will be presented in the second budget meeting, where you guys will approve the encumbrance rollovers, which are the POs that we have not been able to pay for yet because the items have not come in, or the project carryovers. So those will come on the 23rd. Those are not in this budget.
I gotcha. And,
Gulfview sign, for example,
Yes.
projects that have started, but we haven't physically received it, so we can't pay for it yet.
gotcha,
There's a
and I
large
was,
number of CRA projects on the carryover.
Yeah.
sure, and I don't know why, for what reason at this time I'm looking at this as some of those charity rating funds. They're like, when they get money, and I'm not saying CRA is a charity or anything, but, it's got total operating expenditures of 1.135, which is about 30% of the $3 million is just in operating. It's just something I've observed there, that professional services, 632, and other services are 275, which is a large part of it. And then we don't know how much the carryovers are, so it'd be interesting just to see.
Well, a lot of the stuff in there, like the professional services in there, like $300,000 of that is basically earmarked for the demolition program that's been discussed at the CRA boards previously, where they're looking for those really rundown, dilapidated houses, hoping that if we can go in there and demo those houses, it will basically make it so the property can be sold and redeveloped as an improvement
That's easy.
on the whole thing. That's the $300,000 for there, and then there's $150,000 budgeted each for the streetscape project for Miracle Strip Parkway and the Walter Main streetscape project. Or I'm sorry, Walter Martin. So when you see in there professional services, we're not spending that $600,000 in order to run the CRA. Part of those
Gotcha.
are projects that are happening within the CRA.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Riley?
Just wanted to ask, are there any restrictions on the carryover? Is there any restrictions?
What do you mean by restrictions?
I mean, what can you carry over? What categories can you carry over?
There's not
Sometimes
specific
you have restrictions
categories.
where you have, or what item can you carry over? In every category you can carry over?
Yeah, so the carryovers are all items in, like, for example, the carryovers that'll be presented on the second budget meeting on the 23rd. It's all projects and purchase orders that we did not complete this year. So we have to carry the budgeted funding over so we can actually pay for those things.
Okay, I was just.
But it's not like
Sometimes
restricted as to what you
Your
can.
budget is restricted on what can be carried over and what's not. You can
Right.
spend it or lose it, so I was just wondering, is there any limitations?
Well, with the CRA budget as well, that money stays in the CRA.
Right, it'll stay in those
There's no way,
funds.
if it doesn't get carried over, it doesn't go into the city's general fund, or
Right.
it stays in that CRA budget until it's spent.
That's good.
All the money collected for the CRA has to be spent in the CRA.
Okay.
But if we don't carry it over, then we can't finish the projects and pay for the POs. So that's why we carry everything over.
So at the end of the year, though, you can carry over, there's no restrictions at the end of the year on what you can carry over?
Correct, but you guys, there'll be the original approved budget is what we're talking about now, and then we'll do the second reading on the fiscal year '26 budget, and then you guys will have an amount for the POs that we're carrying over, and then you'll have an amount for the projects that we're carrying over, and the list of each of all.
I'm sorry I asked that.
No, that's
Kind of
okay.
used to,
I know, no, that's okay.
Spend mine, good, spend it or lose it. And there is no carryover.
Mr. Barry.
Sorry.
Yes, what are under operating expenditures, other services? Second down on operating expenditures.
I might have that in this one. Let me see, do I? No.
The other charges and
line
obligations.
item.
You're talking the other charges and obligations that are listed on
It
there?
says operate,
It's probably right under professional services.
yes, under professional services.
Oh, no, that's not.
Is 632,920, and then other services is 275,000.
It's right under 3,100. But there's not a breakdown. That's just the account.
I'm sorry, so the 632, yeah, that's the professional services, that's the one that we talked about, that's where, there's gonna be 300,000 for the demos, and then 300,000 total for the two different streetscape projects on there. There's some other minor ones in there. There's, part of that pays for the SEPT police detail, when we have our police doing not the CRA budgeted police officers, but the SEPT ones, that comes out of there. There's a few programs that are, like $200 a year or $600 a year that Elisa uses to run the program in there. The other services, stuff that's in there is like the holiday decorations, the downtown maintenance contractor, the pressure washing service that we're budgeting for next year, that's gonna be happening down there, and then, a transportation assistance program. Those are what's under the other services.
And travel and per diem?
That's for conferences. So there's the FRA conference that's once a year, and this budget is for two people to go there. Now, Elisa is on the FRA board, so she's part of the state board for there, so she does have some travel expenditures that are related to the state board work that she does.
Any other questions? Is it anybody from the public wish to speak on it? Seeing none, can I get a motion to approve the CRA resolution 2025-1?
I move to pass the CRA 2025-1 resolution to adopt the fiscal year 25-26 CRA budget.
Can I get a second?
Second.
A motion made by Councilman, goodness gracious, I forgot her name, Merrill. Second by Councilwoman Debbie. And any further comments? I'm sorry, guys. None? All right, please vote. All right, that passes 5-0. And with no further business, the meeting is adjourned.
Real quick, even though it's adjourned, bring up that the Brook Street parking lot that we may or may not CRA is not in this budget, so we're gonna have to navigate that if everybody wants to go along.
This is with the shared.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
So we're working through it, but once we have a plan, we need to navigate that. It's not captured in this budget.
Thank you.
How's that going?
I would never forget you.